Hello everyone, this is Keyblader007, and we have an interesting event this week. Okay, so we have another first. Like we had the VIP thing with medals, we actually have raid bosses with medals, but let me get into that in a minute. So, today is the start of this new event, a spiteful new raid boss. Defeat powerful enemies to get medals. Get Young Sora, Young Riku, and Young Kairi medals from the raid event. Okay, so get ready for one or more sweet surprises in this new raid event. Defeat this spiteful sweets raid boss with your friends and earn raid coins to get the Young Sora and Young Riku medals along with other great rewards. And at level 30 and for every 10 levels after, which means 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, those who participate in defeating the spiteful sweets will be rewarded with a Young Kairi medal. There's also a chance of Young Kairi dropping from level 96 and higher, so because you can't go to 100, you can get it from 96, 98, 98, 99. 99 is the cap. Redo 99 as often as you want, and you'll have another chance for more Kairis. Work with your party members to increase the level of the raid boss and collect all the rewards. I don't know why they show Kairi in 5-star version right here, because when you get it, it's actually 6-star, so that's weird. Every day during the duration of the event, between the following times, you can get following bonuses, blah blah blah. So basically you get the double lux, you get a higher spawn rate for the bosses, AP is halved. Yeah, so it's pretty easy. So, a little background on these medals. I don't have the information offhand because they don't tell you exactly what they do. I had to look them up. I'll post links in the description below, but basically, and I'll put some pictures. I'll put pictures and links. So, Kairi is actually pretty handy. It's kind of like a cheap Jack and Sally knockoff, if you never got one. It raises strength and defense of all attributes by 1 tier for 1 turn. So, Jack and Sally, of course, is better. It's a tier 4 medal. This is a tier 3 medal. They're all tier 3 medals. But, you know, Young Kairi isn't horrible. It's 3 gauge, tier 3, 3 gauge. It only does 1 hit, so unlike Jack and Sally, which does 11, it raises the PSM strength of 1 for 1 tier instead of 1 for 2 tiers. And weirdly enough, this is, I think, the first medal that raises your PSM defense instead of lowering the enemy's PSM defense like Jack and Sally, which is probably better, but this could help you survive in tight spots. So, you know, it's not horrible. Now, the Riku child medal, or the Young Riku, it raises power-based strength and speed-based defense by 1 tier for 1 turn. Sora does speed-based strength and magic-based defense by 1 tier for 1 turn. So with that out of the way, let me get into the brass tacks of all this. You're going to need about 9,400 raid coins to unlock every single board. I'm not unlocking anything until I have them all because my space is a little limited right now, but there's a board for Young Sora. You get Moogles, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Chippendales, all that good stuff. And like a Cid. Then you need 2,400 for this board. 2,400 for Riku, same thing. Young Riku, Cid, all that. And you need 4,600 for this board. This is so with this amount I can get this whole board, but I'm not doing it right now. So this has mirrors and like Chippendales and Cids, all the best stuff that I really like. So yeah, it's I'm about to summon my level 40 boss to show you what it looks like when it has the Kairi and explain how your party should go about sharing them, because it's not as simple as Chippendales for the weekend raid bosses. So let's just get into the main thing first. Laura Spiteful Sweets. Complete without having to continue. 10 jewels. Use 3 more special attacks. 10 jewels. Trigger the skill attack boost 2. 10 jewels. Incognito level 25. Now I'm using my avatar build that... Just go into this for a sec. I don't know why I did that. It has item drop plus 9, which is inconsequential, but it has rare enemy plus 12. That's the important thing. You want to have rare enemy as high as you can, because that's what is going to spawn the little egg guys. It's not going to help you if you put like raid boss up perks, because these guys already spawn raid bosses, so it's not like you're fighting normal enemies. Okay, so here's my medal with attack 2. There's one special. Didn't get the attack boost on that. Two specials. 3 specials. And there's our attack boost. So that's every objective right there. And now we're going to spawn a boss. And at the same time I'm going to alert one of my party members. It's coming. So that's your boss, the Spiteful Sweets. And if you hold down, you see you get the Kairi medal. You can tell it's a 6-star, but just by the border. The Young Kairi medal you get only for the MVP and the host. So the way this works is whoever does the most damage gets one, and whoever summons it gets one. You can't get 2 for being the MPV and the host. So it's not worth even trying to do that. Like, I just summoned it, so I'm the host. So I'm going to taps into it, die, and alert a party member that it's coming, because only one person can be the MVP. So only one person can do the amount of damage needed to get the most damage out of it. Just gonna get a little Lux from this first. And then I'll show you what it's like to take down one of these bad boys right after. So now the alert has gone out to my party members, and as you see I only took a tiny chunk of its health. So as long as someone gets 50% of its health, like 51% or more, they're going to be the MVP. And you can only do that with one person. So I recommend, if you have a party, you pair up with people. Say, okay, like, I'll be the host, you get the medal, and then we swap. You be the host, I'll get the medal, and you could alternate. It's a little annoying, but this is the first time we've gotten medals for getting a raid boss. I mean, if you do the Trident Tail Omega after level 5, you can theoretically get a Cid, which is kind of cool. You could farm them, but the chance of dropping them is quite low. And when you get them, it's the same situation. It appears in the middle. It's an MVP host thing only. So we're going to transition away from... Okay, so we're going to wait until my party member beats this boss, and then we'll come back. So I'll take a quick pause here, and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, and we're back. So yeah, my friend, party member, Ryuki has beaten the boss. He's the MVP. He did a ridiculous amount of damage compared to me. So we both get the Young Kairi medal. And yeah, that's that with that. So let me just show it to you. Not the strongest damage multiplier, but it could raise with the guilt. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to kick one of these bosses' asses yourself and gain some Lux while doing it. So these are the weakest of the egg guys, so you don't even need to use specials on them to kill them. You can kill them in about 5 hits, not even 6. Nice, I got one right away. Now I'm gonna wreck this thing myself. See, there's no prizes for anything special. I'm planning on putting an AB3 Lux Plus on my Tama. So until then, we'll have to do with what I have. You get to see the new medal for VIP in action as well. I use it on my raid builds. Nice, got a Lux Plus out of that. Oh, I forgot to change my costume. Oh well, too late now. So normally I would have changed to my normal parka with the skills up to get the max bonus damage on this. The reason I tapped that is because this has Lux and I want to get as much as I can from the pieces, and I knew it was going to stun at least one of them. So I use my Riku from Chain of Memories with the black coat. I use 2 off medals, similar to my weekend raid boss build. But I had to alternate a couple of medals. I got rid of the APP medals since I have the new tier 4, so I can have more Lux medals. While the Shion guild isn't that great, it is boosted, so it's decent. So these guys are not that strong. They only have a few health bars even at this level. Anyone should be able to take down at least several of these. And you have all week, so come on people. It's like I'm on day 1 and I'm already at level 41. So I don't want to hear any excuses that I can't guilt this new medal, because it's not hard. It's only 5 AP to summon it if you get it on the first try. There's a couple more. It's free to fight. After you fight it, that's it. It's just, you know, it's don't die, otherwise it's 10 AP to fight it again unless it's during double Lux. I'm doing that to gain my gauge back. There we go. And that's it. That's how you beat one of these Spiteful Sweets. A similar alternate version of the weekend raid boss, Vengeful Sweets I think it was. Okay, so I hope I helped you out, and like I said, normally I would have changed to this costume right after to make sure my skills proc, but I got lucky. See, I got the skill perk 21. But yeah, I forgot. Oh well. Just make sure you know, it's annoying to switch between costumes each time, but if you could get your skills to proc with only if it, with Lux, then that's what matters. Alright? Peace.